probably over the years. We've met in districts 5 or 6 straight years, sometimes in the finals. It's always an emotional game, and I think maybe we came up a little too hyped up and buried ourselves a hole to start off with, but we were down by 8 or 9. We came back and won. We just stayed with it. We stayed with it with our press and hopefully turned them over and finally capitalized, put a couple buckets in. But we couldn't put them away. We just couldn't make any free throws down the stretch. But overall, it's a gutsy win. It's better than a pretty loss, right? So.
Is there a turning point in that game where you thought things maybe started to swing in your favor in that fourth quarter?
I think a couple of putbacks by Malory down low here. A couple of offensive rebounds by Malory kind of got us going. Kaela Brooks hit a couple of jumpers. His, 8 points in the first half. So we couldn't throw into the ocean that first half. Even the first 3 quarters, really, it seemed like. So some putbacks, and Kaela hit a couple of jumpers, kind of got us going. And we started to get more aggressive on our traps. First half, we're sagging off too much. I think we're starting to think, not react. So.
It seemed like you guys executed quite a bit better in your half-court sets in the fourth quarter. You think cutting back on the turnovers was a big factor there as well?
Yeah, you saw, first 2 or 3 quarters, we were throwing the ball over the gym, especially that first half. Slow it down, work the ball inside, outside. I think they're all trying to do too much individually. What happens in a rivalry game? We're relatively young, and hopefully it's a learning experience. But when it counted, they came through.
Can you talk about 5-0 right now, and pretty happy with that? And what are your thoughts on the season so far with these girls?
I don't know yet. Wednesday's going to be the tough one. They're also undefeated. To be honest with you, we haven't played the toughest part of our schedule yet. We still have to play the 4 top teams in the league back to back coming up. So we'll see how good we really are. But yeah, obviously, anytime you win, you're happy with it, especially if we're not playing our best ball. So we're going to play a lot better on Wednesday. We'll enjoy this win for about an hour and get ready for Wednesday.
Kaela, can you talk about the comeback that you guys were able to mount there in the fourth quarter tonight?
It was a little shaky. We just played as a team. We came together. We did. Coach, he told us we got to do what we need to do, and that's what we did. We just do stuff that we do in practice, and in the games it should be a piece of cake.
What do you think you guys were executing better in the offense in the fourth quarter that you were able to, double your scoring total there?
Less turnovers, better passes, better execution.
A 5-0 start to the season. Are you pretty happy with the way things started, and why do you think you guys have gotten off to a successful start here?
We always say we're in this together, and that's the key word. We're just doing it together as a team.
So, Malory, can you talk about some thoughts on tonight's game and how you guys were able to mount that fourth quarter comeback?
Our shots have just gotten a lot better. We executed a lot better. Our rebounding increased a lot better in the second half.
Can you talk about the execution in the fourth quarter, how you guys were able to cut down on some turnovers and how that helped you, put some more points on the board there?
We slowed it down a lot instead of just chucking it all over the gym.
Can you talk about a 5-0 start to the season, and you guys pretty happy with that, and why do you think you've gotten off to a successful start so far?
We're doing really good this season. And
is there anything that you can look to and say, well, this is why we've been successful so far?
Just playing as a team.